Let's give a floor to Michael, partner director of Camunda.
Hello, everyone. I'm Michael Livan from Camunda. I'm the partner manager here, and I joined Camunda like 4 years ago or something. And in the second month of me being at Camunda, I met Alex Burak at a conference in Amsterdam, I believe. And yeah, then the partnership started. So yeah, that's how fast it can go. And since then, we have a tight collaboration with IBA Group. And yeah, thanks for welcoming us, Tomasa and myself, to present and to show you some takeaways and some summaries of stories from CamundaCon, which we had, as you said, last month in Berlin. So let me jump to the next slide. Yeah, CamundaCon. For those of you who don't know, that's the process orchestration conference. It's an event organized by Camunda, where we host our clients, our users, our partners. We host both technical people and also business oriented people. This year's CamundaCon in Berlin was the biggest ever. We had almost 700 people joining on site at a cool location in Berlin. And there were over 1,000 people joining virtually. So yeah, as Alex said, we are also experimenting, and after COVID, that seems to be the choice for all types of events, like the one we are having today, combining the physical world with virtual world. Yeah, and that works pretty well. The event itself was well packed with different topics, with lots of presentations. We had over 46 sessions. Some of them were more technical, some of them more business oriented. We even had some hackathon before the event itself. And it lasted for the whole 2 full days, very long days, very fun days, exhausting and exciting at the same time. And to give you some sneak peek of how it looked like, I'll jump to the next slide where you will see the venue. You can also see our founders, the co-founders of Camunda, Bernd and Jacob, giving their keynote presentations. Yeah, so trying to get you excited to maybe participate next time in person or at least virtually. And some more pictures even. We talked about the book. I believe Alexei mentioned it. That's a new release, should be available on Amazon right now. People got a chance to get it signed by the author, by our co-founder Bernd. You can recognize some faces here. Of course, our friends and partners from IBA Group were there. Thanks for attending. Maybe another face which you do not know yet. That's Magdalena, right here in the middle. She's our customer success manager for Camunda. She's a Polish speaker, so yeah. We also have Polish speakers here, and if you want to talk to us in Polish, the only thing you need to do is to get the license. Just joking, yeah. Let's move on. As I said, there were plenty of presentations and topics. We had speakers from banking, we had speakers from insurance, telco, and some other industries. And it was very hard for me to pick the one which I'm going to share right now. And then I went for the local factor, since we had ING leads from Poland on stage presenting also with a partner of ours. I said maybe it could be interesting for you to see what results Polish company, it's an international company, of course, but in this case, it's ING Lease Polska, which you probably know, which results they could achieve in less than a year. Yeah. We talked about many positive things that Camunda provide, but it's, hearing it from a vendor or from a partner provides a specific flavor, and hearing it from a user adds a credibility to it. So just go through the bullet points. I will emphasize on just 2 of those. Better overview of process execution makes life of IT easier. That's what we tend to do. Camunda is supposed to make your lives and life, not just of IT, but also business users easier. We aim to provide more visibility. We want to reduce the complexity, and hearing it from a client like ING Lease, that's music to our ears. And also, we talked about management process. I believe There was a question to Tommaso how easy it is to actually change the process if there are some updates in jurisdiction. That's the answer you get directly from ING. Easier change management process. That's what it is about. Going further, some key takeaways which were presented by ING Lease. Interestingly enough, the first point is about connectors, and we talked about connectors a lot. So it simplifies, it makes your life easier again, and it makes modeling extremely approachable. So you don't have to be a high scale black belt developer to get into the process and to implement it. Another point I'd like to emphasize coming from ING is that good overview of process execution is making business and technology decisions better, faster, easier, and better. And last one I'd like to mention is an old saying, trust but verify. That's what ING is suggesting us. So keeping the knowledge within your organization and not giving it to a hand of some third party is a good advice from ING. I'll leave it at that, but you will have the chance to go through the full recording of the presentation if you're interested, as well as you also have the chance to review all other topics and presentations that were covered at CamundaCon. Now moving to some more specific details, and that is also a question that came up earlier, and also Alexei mentioned it on his slide. That's a question of what's next? How is Camunda going to evolve, and what will happen to Camunda 7 Community Edition? Well, the answer is straightforward. We will end of life Camunda Community Edition. It's important to distinguish between CE, standing for Community Edition, and EE, the Enterprise Edition. So October 2025, that's a bit longer than a year from now. We will end of life the version 7 of Community Edition. And the choices are, or the options that we offer is either to get an enterprise subscription, which will give you a bit more time till 2027, and then you can even extend it to 2030 with some additional fees. But the message here is this is the time to get to start thinking of what are the options, because it is the right time to come up with a migration plan, and we have partners and resources like ABA Group, of course, which can support you with that. So there is some time, no panic, but you need to start thinking of how to keep using Camunda in the future if you are on Camunda version 7 Community Edition as of today. Another update I'd like to share is on the recent and current version of Camunda version 8, self-managed. And there was a question if Camunda is open source, or if it will be open source. I believe, Alex, you asked that question to Tommaso. And same here, it's above my pay grade to answer such questions. But what I can say, maybe a bit provocatively, is because in October this year, Camunda will get even more open source. It will get more open source as ever, if you could say. And what I mean with that is that proprietary components, operate, task list, optimize, and identity, for those we will open the source code. Of course, you need to consider that it will be available for usage for development only. So it will stay free of charge for development only. However, going into production would require a license, and that's a topic you should be aware of. By the way, you have the links to official source of that publication. So if you want to deep dive into some details here on the right hand side, just click it, and I'm sure we will share the slides after the event. Going further, I already mentioned that all the sessions at CamundaCon were recorded. That's where you can find them and go through the IBA list presentation, but also through some other ones. If you're interested, I can only encourage you to do that. And if you got excited and can't wait to join the next CamundaCon and asking yourself how to do it, yeah, that's a link. And even better, you can be one of the speakers at CamundaCon stage, which is happening in New York this year, yeah, middle of October. I encourage you to hand in or submit your proposals for a presentation. Should your proposal be selected, Camunda will cover all the travel and accommodation costs for that. So also a good chance to visit New York. So yeah, feel free to submit your presentations. And yeah, the next CamundaCon after New York will be in 2025 in Amsterdam. So yeah, that's also a good place for us to meet maybe next time in person. Yeah, finishing my presentation, my short presentation, I would like to thank our partner IBA Group for hosting this event and also for the long-term and successful partnership that we are having since, yeah, what is it, like 4 years now? Yeah, we doubled down on our partnership last year, where IBA certified and got their technical people, and Alexei Bolotin is one of them, trained and certified on Camunda. We also see some good results and success stories coming from our joint customers. So again, if you are now looking at Camunda 7 to 8 migration, IBA Group should be your first point of touch. Of course, Thomas and myself are here available for you as well. But yeah, don't hesitate to reach out to our partner IBA for some help. And that's all I had to share for today. Happy to take some questions.
Appreciate. Yes, and thank you for answering about the open source plans. Really interesting. Getting back to CamundaCon and the plans for CamundaCon. So why our customers have to share their ideas at CamundaCon? Why they have to apply, to speak? Why?
Yeah. Well, that's a great. This is the process orchestration conference. So if you are into that business and if you want to get in touch with the people who are considered experts, people who are using our software for some time now, people who can share their experience, share their knowledge, that's the party you should join. Yeah, that's a place to be. So I can only encourage you to apply, despite of the fact that it's also a good atmosphere and some good drinks and good food at the end. Okay.
Thank you. Again, maybe going to the CamundaCon. So it has always keynote, right? And founders speak about the future of a process orchestration. So maybe based on your understanding of the future, what you can outline as something that should be prioritized?
Wow, that's an interesting question. Yeah. Well, priority for Camunda is always the customer success. Yeah, we focus on what's important for our customers. We keep in touch. I mentioned Magdalena, who is our CSM, Customer Success Manager, and every customer of Camunda is having the support of a CSM. So we want to be involved in your success and want to play a major part in your success. So I believe what will never change in terms of CamundaCon, it will be customer oriented, and we will try to bring the more useful content so our users and our customers as well as partners can exchange it within themselves and can benefit to the maximum.
Thank you. Then maybe every conference or every event ends with feedback from participants. What was I would say, the most common feedback from the CamundaCon at Berlin?
Well, most common feedback, at least the feedback that I got personally, I didn't have a chance to go through the official feedback ratings. It should be available somewhere, but I just don't have the information yet. So I can speak for myself, especially speaking to two partners. I think everyone was super excited about the level of transparency that not just Camunda, but also our users and our customers, our partners were sharing. Some partners and customers were sharing quite early stage projects, where they just went to production a few months ago. And that shows, huge level of trust and confidence in the product. So overall, very positive feedback, I would say. My personal suggestion to the team was that we make a location even bigger, because unfortunately not everyone who was willing to join could get a chance to be on site. So that's also one of the reasons why the next European CamundaCon will be in Amsterdam, where we will have a much bigger location. So we will have capacity for, hopefully, for everyone who is willing to join in person.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael. And now I think it's time to prepare for the next speech. And of course, before the next speech, we will have the coffee break. So thank you, Michael. Hope to see you next time in person. And
thanks for having me. Really appreciate your support.